Worth Dying For presents Whoa! Devotions.
Greetings. This is Nate from Worth Dying For, coming to you live from the computer machine. Long distance high five. Put your hand to the screen. So we do these video devotionals, and it's my turn. So I wanted to give you a little background on Worth Dying For as the band, and what we feel is super important with what where we are today, what we believe that God has placed us here. And we meet a lot of people at festivals and churches as we've been traveling, and they'll ask us how we got to become a band, or how we got signed, or stuff like that. And I think the number one important thing that you can do if you're in ministry and you have any dreams or goals of doing something great in ministry, whether it be through music or pastoring or anything, is getting behind your pastor wherever you're at and serving as a leader, whatever he needs you to do, he or she, just serving and just committing committing a time period and saying, I'm going to serve for a year or whatever it's going to be, and really sticking to it, and just using that time just to serve his needs, whatever that is. I think, for us, that's been a huge, because a lot of you guys don't know that, but, before we were a band, we were all just leaders in our youth group. I was an intern. I interned at our youth ministry for a year, and just served. And then, from there, got in the worship band and started playing together. And then, now we're in Worth Dying For and stuff. And we get to travel and hang out with you guys. But there was a time period where it was just me just serving, and I had this vision of God showed me some things, and I was just like, wow, I really don't know how that's going to happen, but I just did what was right in front of me. My youth pastor was like, I need you to do this, or whatever way I could be used, I did it. Whatever was right in front of me, just because God, for Him to trust you with a dream, you have to be able to first serve someone else. Planting, it's the whole seed and harvest deal. You're planting seeds, for your future ministry, because God, He won't be able to trust us with our own thing if we can't serve someone else first. And that's just been huge for us, and we've all done that. We continue to do that when we're at home. We try to get home and lead worship, but still do all the little things like pre-service prayer and stuff that our pastor asked us to do, because we wouldn't be where we're at today if we weren't under the covering of just great pastors. So we want to honor that and serve when we're there. And so that's what I would say to you guys. If you have that question of how do God show me I'm going to be in this worship band or whatever, and I'm gonna change worship music, or I'm gonna be this speaker, and it seems crazy, God will tell us things, and you're like, well, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. But I just want to say, the first step, I believe, and that's been true for us, is just serving your church where you're at. You don't have a church, find a church. It's really important to stay grounded and have that support system. For us, it's been huge. We have such a great church that supports us and prays for us when we're out, and stuff like that. So I would say that, and also I want to say, if you guys in the Old Testament, in 1st and 2nd Kings, there's a story of Elijah and Elisha. You guys should read that too, and just about how Elijah was a prophet, and Elisha was his kind of understudy, but he spent this first portion of his ministry was just following Elijah around and serving him, and eventually Elijah got taken up to heaven, and Elisha was there as a successor, and just went on and did a bunch of rad stuff for God. And but I believe it's because he served and God could trust him. So if you guys are ever wondering that, how do we get to where we're going, or how do we get to be, what we are today. It's not because we're special. It's just, we stay grounded in our church and we serve, and yeah. So I'm not sure how to end this, but all right, guys. So hopefully that helped. Yeah. High five. Later.